Kendall Jenner may have had all eyes on her during Paris Fashion Week, but Rihanna managed to take all that attention away with a simple look. Let's get into it. Over the years, many fans have speculated on the nature of Rihanna and Kendall's relationship, or lack thereof.
Hey, have you heard the rumor that Rihanna might be plotting to keep the entire Kardashian family out of the 2025 Met Gala? It sounds impossible, right? The Met Gala is a star-studded event, and the Kardashians are practically a Hollywood staple. But word on the street says Rihanna and her partner, A$AP Rocky, are done with the Kardashian clan. We're about to break down all the details, from their earliest friction to the most recent drama, and figure out if Rihanna truly wants them banned from one of fashion's biggest nights. Make sure you stick around till the end because there's a jaw-dropping twist that nobody saw coming. Before we dive in, let me know in the comments, do you think Rihanna could really pull this off? Is this just gossip, or does she have enough influence to silence the Kardashian wave? Let's get started on the backstory that's been simmering under the radar for years. Let's rewind to 2012, when Kendall Jenner tweeted that she'd be upset if Rihanna didn't perform her song Complicated at an upcoming concert. At the time, Kendall was just a teenager excited about her favorite singer. But Rihanna's response was nothing short of brutal. Instead of a friendly reply, she basically told Kendall not to come if she was going to make demands. Everyone was shocked. How do you clap back at a teenage fan like that? Some people defended Rihanna, saying she was just being cheeky. Others felt sorry for Kendall, who probably never expected to get a harsh reply from her idol. Next, jump ahead to 2015, when Victoria's Secret tapped Rihanna to perform at their famous fashion show. Around the same time, Kendall joined the lineup of models. However, here's the drama. Rihanna's good friend, supermodel Jordan Dunn, was apparently replaced at the last minute to make room for Kendall.
Everyone's in your comments always talking about, does she actually really ever wear her perfume? Do you?
Hold on.
Oh.
You come in.
Okay, big
Hold on,
C,
hold on,
big
Caroline.
C. Pull
Hold
it
on,
out.
Caroline. I don't like this question. I feel.
Oh, you don't like it?
I feel offended.
Oh.
I feel really offended by this question.
As soon as Rihanna heard about Jordan getting the boot, she canceled her performance. Jordan even took to Twitter to say she felt better knowing that Rihanna was standing with her. This was a serious blow to the production, and it showed Rihanna's loyalty to her close friends. But from that moment on, it also painted Kendall as someone who possibly benefited from unfair swaps behind the scenes, and that's never a good look. Fast forward to the 2018 Met Gala, where the tension cranked up again. According to insiders, Rihanna poked fun at Kendall's body, allegedly saying something about how she was glad she had the curves to pull off her outfit, and that she'd hate to be a stick figure. The remark was supposedly delivered with a laugh, making Kendall feel super uncomfortable. If you've ever seen the red carpet pictures, you know Rihanna knows how to own a Met Gala theme. But this rumor introduced a new level of personal attacks between them. Although Rihanna didn't publicly confirm anything, people who witnessed the interaction left convinced it wasn't just friendly banter. As if that wasn't enough, 2022 Fashion Week handed us another moment. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were spotted in the audience when Kendall hit the runway. You'd expect them to at least nod or smile, but people with cameras caught them looking unimpressed, to put it politely. Social media went wild with these clips, and fans speculated on whether it was shading Kendall or just a coincidence. Some believed it was a nod to Kendall's dating history with A$AP Rocky. Others thought Rihanna was still upset about everything that had gone down over the years. Whatever the reason, the tension was impossible to ignore. Now let's talk about why Kendall's love life could play into Rihanna's frustration. Around 2016, Kendall and A$AP Rocky were frequently seen together, strolling in Paris, attending events in New York.
People think that Rihanna and A$AP Rocky are throwing shade at Kendall Jenner, and here's why. At the last show that Kendall Jenner walked at, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were in the crowd. People noticed they looked like this when Kendall Jenner walked by. Notice Rihanna's face. So when people caught wind of that, the Twitter memes began.
Partying in Miami and hanging out in Los Angeles. They looked cozy enough that fans were convinced they were dating. Then, to add fuel to the fire, Kim Kardashian once posted a Snapchat video of Kylie photographing Kendall and A$AP, looking incredibly close, almost like they were making out at a party. None of them ever made an official announcement. But let's be honest, All signs pointed to a romantic connection. Meanwhile, Rihanna and ASAP had been friends for quite some time. Rumor has it, Rihanna might have wanted to explore something more serious before Kendall came into the picture. If that's true, you can imagine how it might have rubbed Rihanna the wrong way to see ASAP with Kendall. On top of that, Kendall was also rumored to be close to Chris Brown at one point. Everyone knows Rihanna's history with Chris. It was a dark chapter that she had to overcome.
People said Rihanna's face during Kendall Jenner's walk. Riri said, "I know y'all lying." This was Rihanna's face while Kendall Jenner walked the runway. Also, on a side note, if you don't remember, back in 2016, Kendall Jenner and ASAP Rocky were in some type of a relationship. So maybe it's a little jealousy, maybe there's some bad blood, or maybe it's a total coincidence.
Seeing Kendall hanging around someone who caused her so much pain could naturally trigger old memories. Outside the romantic drama, there's another reason Rihanna allegedly doesn't click with Kendall and her entire family. Many people have accused the Kardashians of being culture vultures, claiming they build fortunes by lifting ideas from Black and Hispanic communities without giving proper credit. In Kendall's case, the biggest example is her tequila brand. She launched it with a glossy marketing campaign, but critics said she was profiting off Mexican tradition without fully understanding it, right down to how she mispronounced añejo in her promos. This controversy opened a broader conversation about the Kardashian-Jenners' pattern of adopting different cultures for profit, and it's rumored to be something Rihanna deeply resents. The idea that Rihanna's been harboring ill feelings might explain her repeated jabs. After all, she's known for being outspoken when it comes to issues affecting marginalized communities. And if she perceives Kendall's family as part of a larger problem of exploiting culture, it could add another layer to their feud. So how do we get from a few shady moments to an all-out ban at the Met Gala? Well, here's where it gets even more intense. According to an anonymous source, ASAP Rocky has joined the board committee for the Met Gala.
Of course, while the internet did seem to jump on this and assume Rihanna's look was certainly in response to Kenny, it is very possible that Rhi was captured at a moment when her mind was elsewhere or thinking some other wild thoughts. I guess we'll never 100% know unless Rhi fills us in.
This position supposedly gives him significant influence over the guest list, which is a big deal. The rumor is that Rihanna strongly insisted that they shut out the Kardashians in 2025. Now, we have to stress that this is still a rumor. No official confirmations here. But considering the rocky history, no pun intended, a lot of fans are buying it. One theory is that Rihanna wants to use her star power to give the Kardashian-Jenner family a taste of their own medicine. People have called the Kardashian-Jenners out for ages, accusing them of overshadowing or disadvantaging others in the industry. Could Rihanna be turning the tables? Maybe she sees this as a chance to humble them. On the flip side, some argue Rihanna isn't worried about them at all. They think the Kardashians themselves might be orchestrating the rumor to keep their name in the headlines. After all, the Kardashians are known for building an empire on publicity. Any publicity. Once the rumor broke, fans split into two major camps. The first group believes Rihanna has every right to keep the Kardashians out, pointing to all the times the family seemed to step on toes. They applaud Rihanna for standing by friends like Jordan Dunn and for highlighting cultural appropriation concerns. The second group insists this is all a publicity stunt, claiming Rihanna would never dedicate so much energy to a petty feud. Some in this group even argue that maybe the Kardashians aren't planning to show up anyway.
The Aliyah Spring 2025 show was something special. Not just because Rihanna sat in the front row or Kendall Jenner walked the runway. Yes, those were definite highlights, but there was a deeper reason this show stood out. It marked Aliyah's return to New York Fashion Week after nearly 40 years. The last time the brand held a major show in New York was back in 1985 at the legendary Palladium nightclub.
And they're just making it look like Rihanna's banning them for dramatic flair. Social media, of course, went wild. Memes circulated comparing Rihanna's unbothered queen vibe to the Kardashians' hustle-driven approach. Some tweets praised Rihanna for supposedly putting her foot down. Others said she should focus on her music and her own brands instead of fueling negativity. In true internet fashion, no consensus emerged, just a lot of strong opinions. So where do we go from here? If this alleged ban is real, the 2025 Met Gala might be the emptiest we've seen in a while, at least when it comes to Kardashian appearances. But is Rihanna truly so fixated on revenge that she'd orchestrate something this elaborate? Or is the Kardashian machine spinning yet another storyline to keep all eyes on them? Here's what I want to know. Which theory do you believe? Is Rihanna using her influence to block the family she's clashed with for years? Or could the Kardashians be stirring the pot for media attention? Drop your thoughts below, because we want all the possible takes. Let's keep this conversation going in the comments. Maybe we'll uncover more clues together. And if you're hungry for more celebrity drama, check out our other video where we break down some even bigger rumors that might blow your mind. You won't want to miss it, trust me. Thanks for watching, and remember, celebrities might have all the fame in the world, but they're not immune to messy feuds and behind-the-scenes battles. Stay tuned, everyone, because the tea in Hollywood is always brewing. Until next time.